All right, we're going to play the very last stage in Battle Breakers, and joined with me today is Instant Mayhem. What's up, Instant Mayhem?
Hey, how are you doing?
Okay, Instant Mayhem is a streamer on Twitch TV, and you are doing some crazy next level stuff. You have an account level of 218, and you're going into this is 22-11 is level 300. That is the very last stage, right?
That is, yeah. It's very, very difficult, but we're going to give it a try, and we'll see what happens.
Okay, before we go into the last stage, down in the description, there's a link to download the game. It does help support the channel using the content creator code MobileGamer, and a big shout out to Epic for sponsoring this video. Now, the main thing that I noticed when I was watching your stream is that, like, you went into, go into it, and you were going into it, and you couldn't get past the first round, and then someone in the chat said, hey, use this character. I believe it's the yellow character there that's 120, right?
Yeah, this is the one right here.
And then you had her at like level 1, and then you took her up to 120, and then you were able to go through the first stage, and I was like, oh, this is all about team composition. So I guess there's a couple things I want to ask you, and we're going to get into this video, and you're just kind of walk us through this very last stage. And this is kind of exciting because you've never beat it. You don't know if you're going to beat it, and you probably won't. What do you think? What are the chances you think you're going to beat this right now?
50-50, honestly.
50-50.
I think we need a bit more work, but I think we stand a good chance.
Okay, and go ahead and do it, and walk us through it. And the main thing I like about this is that you're a huge Cuddle team leader fan. I like to call her Cuddle Bunny, but she's amazing, right?
She's absolutely great. Definitely one of the better characters you need to pick up.
Okay.
She's just got a really good kit. Absolutely. So this is the final mission. It's very, very, very difficult for several different reasons. So this is the first boss.
Yeah, show the stats on this guy. I'm just blown away by like the stats on the bad guys. My goodness.
So this guy is level 270.
30.
He has 3.2 million HP, 40k attack nearly, and a good chunk of defense, 13.2k. So it's hard to break him. The problem with this room in particular is that his commander skill resists stun. So we can't control this room at all. We've just got to kind of eat the damage and see what happens. So there's a good chance we could just wipe pretty badly right now. Right. This is the toughest room so far.
And that's the reason why you had to use Sarah. She gives all the defense boost, correct?
That's correct. So what we did initially, like, we had a different character in this slot, which was for lifesteal.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, we just got all one-shot the entire team. However, what this character does and why she's pretty much essential is she increases the defense of the entire team, as you can see here, by 167% for 4 turns, and she also does not end the turn. So we're going to eat damage, but we'll be regaining as well.
Yeah, it's crazy. And then you've got Lifebringer, which will revive the team. You've got Cuddle Team Leader, which can increase their turns by 4. Then you've got a lot of damage. I mean, you've got a lot of things going on. So let's just do it and see how it...
Okay, so what we'll do first, because as we said before, we cannot stun this room, which is why Cuddle Team Leader really shines, because a stun is a big AoE. So this would be perfect. If we could stun now, we could stun this entire room pretty much for 4 turns, and we'd just pretty much clear it. But unfortunately, that won't happen. So what we need to do, the first thing, buff the team.
Okay, everybody's
So we've got
buffed.
the buff now. So what we want to do, since we can't really do anything with stun, we want the damage to start going. So this Lady Sun is the best character in the game. She's the second legendary pick you can get. I recommend everyone pick her up because she will carry you to the end of the game. No problem. So we want to get rid of the minions first. So we use her ability and she's going to just start killing them. Now we're going to eat all the damage.
Okay, they're taking their turn. Okay, boy. Now, I saw this the one time in stream, you got wiped right here. Like, the first time I saw you go into this, you just got wiped. Right there.
Exactly.
And then, so you didn't get wiped, so that was really cool.
Yeah, so now what we need to do is kind of focus, again, on the other enemies. But Lady Sun will keep attacking. She attacks every single turn. That's what makes her so good and so strong. We still can't stun or anything, so I don't know what we do now. We can probably just use this guy's ability, Fuma, who you're familiar with.
Yeah, I'm familiar with
What
Fuma.
you
You
do-
get him from the battle pass when you get to like level 20 in the battle pass, right?
That's correct, yeah. But Battle Pass is really worth it as well. Like,
Yeah, it's like
if anybody
$5
wants
and you
to,
get you could basically get Fuma and Cuddle Team Leader for the $5, right? I mean, you get the tickets and you can buy Cuddle Team Leader. It's amazing actually.
yeah, that's correct. Yeah, it's definitely the best bang for your buck in terms of packs you can buy.
And then when you can pick Lady Sung. I didn't pick Lady Sun. I wish I would have, but there you go, right?
Yeah, I mean, she's the best character by far. Like, generally when I play this game and people ask, what character should I pick? I don't recommend anyone apart from Lady Sun and Cuddle Team Leader.
Okay.
The rest, like you've said before, is more about team comp. But these two characters, especially Lady Sun, will do work for you. She's very, very good.
Okay, so that you did a regular attack there. You didn't do the special with Cuddle Team Leader. Okay.
Because we can't stun in this room. That's
Right.
why we cannot stun these. So a special is useless right now.
But in the
So what
next
we'll do-
rooms, she'll be useful. I don't know what to call her. Her, them, there, she, he. Everything's confusing in this modern day world with pronouns. But Cuddle Team Leader is she? Is that politically correct? Can we do that?
Absolutely. I always call her she, so yeah, why not?
Okay. All right, so you're blasting through that 3 million HP as the boss has there.
Yeah,
my God.
well, we just got blasted there. But I mean, look at that damage. So just real quick to explain that, the reason she's so good is because she attacks 7 times, but she's an archer, so she basically shreds armor every turn. So with her getting tons of turns, the armor actually goes negative. So she can deal literally 1 million damage after a few turns. So that's why she's so good. So we've cleared the first room pretty easily, honestly. I mean, we have lost this tank, so what we'll do, bring him back.
Okay. So you did revive. Okay, very good.
Don't know. I mean, ideally we didn't want to lose him, so this is Blade Dancer Claire. She's super deadly.
Okay.
But we can stun this room now because we don't have the stun immunity. So we need to think now, where's the best position to stun? Because it's a big AoE that Cuddle Team Leader does.
Yeah. And then you've also got the 2 towers up there too.
Yeah, which they're stun towers, so they're a pain, but they're not going to kill me, so I'm not, they're like last priority. Everything else needs to die first. So we aren't really going to get attacked now, so we're going to keep her available for when the boss attacks, so we have a big defense buff then. Again, Lady Sun is just going to do some work now.
Okay. Now, something we were talking about earlier about like the resources of the game, and you were telling me that there's basically 2 major choke points that are kind of frustrating: the essences and the big elixirs, right?
Yeah, that's right. The essences are kind of a pain to get because there's no real way to farm them. You have to buy them from the shop, from the stores, which they cost around like 250k, which honestly, money in this game is not much of an issue.
Right.
But to say it's a game around team building and, creating good compositions, you kind of get lost sometimes with, you can't progress any further. So it's very slow at some point. So one thing I would advise new players to do if you're interested in this game, and it's more specifically towards the end of the game, you don't really need to invest essence early on, but save the essence for the characters you really like or are very, very good. Unless
you have Cuddle Team Leader. I'm just going to tell you, because that's something that I've dumped all of my resources into her, and I don't think that's a mistake. What are your thoughts on that?
Definitely not. Like I said, Cuddle Team Leader is definitely one of the better heroes just because she allows you to control the fight like very easily.
Stun. It's like a cleave stun. It doesn't hit the whole room, but it hits most of the room or half of the room. And going up by 4 turns can just give you a chance to breathe, right?
Exactly. I mean, with these trials as well,
you lost your healer, right?
Oh, that's not good.
Oh, you lost your revive right there too.
But don't worry, I've got a trick for that.
Okay, you got a trick for that?
if
You're
we
giving
took-
me anxiety. I was like, oh man, you lost your reviver. Okay, let's see how it goes.
If we survive
I'm
that
sitting on
long-
the edge of my seat right now. Like, oh my goodness. And I'm trying not to backseat because I don't know exactly what's happening. But I'm like, oh my goodness.
So we've kind of, this is a problem now because we have to do something with as buffer here. So we can either buff or we can attack. So I think because this is nearly dead, we just buff. And then we kill this. So we'll be buffed for when we go into the next room.
Okay, and you've got pets that'll do a lot of tricks for you. You've got one that'll revive. You've got one that'll give mana. You've got a lot of things there that you can do with your pets, right?
You're giving it away. You're giving my little
Oh,
secrets
I'm
away.
so
Yes,
sorry.
that's what we're going to do.
Because I've been watching your
Oh my
stream.
God.
I'm so sorry. I watched your stream and I was like, I kind of know how this is going to go because I saw you really struggle with this. I was just like, because I flip around on Twitch, right? And I came across your stream. It's like, oh my God, this guy knows what he's doing and this is intense. And we're getting at the end game. I was like, my goodness. Okay, I'm just going to sit here and let's watch it.
There's a very good chance we wipe here.
Okay.
Because the problem is we didn't have Cuddle Team Leader available to stun the room.
Okay.
So now we're kind of in a bad spot. Now, the little trick comes out. We have a pet here that's going to res us, but it's random who it resurrects. So if we don't get the healer back, we're pretty much done.
Okay, so you got one in 3 right now. What do you think? Because Cuddle Team leaders. Oh, you got Cuddle Team back.
Oh no, so that's not good. We've got us tank and we have Cuddle Team. Now, we need to try and ride this out until she comes back, which is, this bar here indicates how much time there is until she comes back. It's pretty far away. So what we're going to do, we need to basically lock the room down now. So what we'll do, the boss is still the biggest threat, so we're going to stun him because that'll hit everything around it.
Okay. Okay, he's up to 7. His cooldowns are up to 7, so you got a little bit of time, but you got all the minions at the top that are going to go off and the tower that's going to go off. Oh boy.
So this is looking really bad. Like, this is probably a loss. Like, we definitely need the healer, and the thing that's going to carry us, like I've been saying repeatedly, is Lady Sun is just the damage. You know, we have technically no damage right now. We need both of them back. So I think this is a definite loss, honestly.
Okay, so this last matchup is going to be RNG dependent, and if the Lifebringer hadn't died, she could have did a full revive and everything would have been fine, right?
Correct, but this has just raised our damage now. And our tank, which we didn't really mention before, when he's on full HP, he will intercept every single attack that goes against us. So the team is safe for now until he drops below 50%. So now we have his damage back. This is what I mean. You've seen we've attacked this guy. We've done nothing to him. Watch how he's going to get shredded very quickly in a moment. He'll just start dropping HP massively. Once Lady Sun hits him, that is.
Okay.
So we've got Cuddle Team. We don't really want to use her ability because we don't have much mana. So we just use this.
And now you're in a place where you want your pet almost to die off so that you can use a different pet if you need to, right?
Correct, because I need the mana pet now. Because if Cuddle Team doesn't have MP, we're going to lose. So we need to try and plan better. You know, this is where the practice is going to come in. And we're going to, you know, nail down who needs to go and who needs to be ready for what rooms. But this is where this thing's going to die now. Like, you see how much HP it... let's see. Well, it's only got 1.7 million compared, but look at the defense, minus 10k. So it's going to start taking increased damage. And we've got his Lifebringer back now.
You got your healer back, okay.
We're back in business.
Woo!
So,
all right.
So since it's going to attack now, we need to buff ideally. So we're going to buff, just make sure no one dies. It doesn't end the turn, that's why he hasn't gone yet. So we just do a normal attack.
Okay, one tower down. Oh, that is a lot of damage. My goodness.
And he's dead.
Yeah.
But you've
Okay.
got to remember, this is only 3 rooms. We have another.
We have another
another
3 more
set to
rooms.
go.
Yeah.
And you see, the problem is we have low mana now. Both of these have low mana. At least Lifebringer's good. So if this pet vanishes soon, we can bring out the mana pet once we get charge, and maybe we're good. Now, the other problem we have with this room is our tank is nature, and these are all fire.
Mm-hmm.
And as you know, as you said in your other video, your tips video, fire is going to eradicate nature. So we need to try and stop these two at least. Like, this is bad, but May is really good, and this is like one of the best fire heroes in the game. So we definitely need to stun them immediately.
Oh, wow. Okay. So you got the stun. Okay.
So we still need to pick these off first. Like, this is really big trouble, but if these survive, it's just too much to handle. You know, numbers basically.
Yeah, because these guys are all like level 300-ish, right? And most of your teams in like the 120 to 150s, right?
Yeah, the only one that's 120 is Sarah, but the rest are fully buffed up, maxed out. I can't do anything more with them.
Okay.
Apart from the skills, so I guess I'm kind of lying. I could make them a little bit stronger with the skills, but that's it. Like, the stats-wise is capped, basically. So what we want to do now, again, a more advanced technique is, you can see that these have got nature around them, which is nature terrain. If I use Fulmer now, he's going to smash that, which will ignore the defense and their defense reflex. So they can't counter what I'm going to do now. So I think she's the bigger problem. So we want to try and get rid of her.
Wow.
Which we did. Nice. And he's still killing people.
Yeah.
So
Oof.
we could do to bring his tank back, but he'll probably die again. So I'm gonna hold off on that. And we just set Lady Sun going again. She has no mana now, so that's really bad.
Well, your pet's gonna come online here shortly, right?
Oh, he's vanished. Yeah, good. Well spotted. I didn't even notice.
Yeah, it's almost at full, like probably like 1 or 2 turns away, right?
Correct. So the question is, do we res now? Because the only thing we're going to do is bring our tank back. So, and he might die instantly to this, but I'd rather him die than anyone else. So,
okay.
Again, though, we're looking bad because we have no defense buff here. It's not looking great.
Oh, there's your pet.
Yep, there he is, right on cue.
Oh boy, perfect timing, right? Oh my goodness.
So we're going to take the dark one because, again, we're in a fire room, and I have a nature version as well, but it'll probably die instantly if something attacks it. So now it's kind of close. We need to delay her again, but I'm tempted to risk it.
Okay, because you want to save the cuddle team for like the next stage, basically, right?
Yeah, I mean, exactly. The thing is, she has a big AoE, and even though he's over 50%, he cannot intercept AoEs because it's AoE, obviously. So we have to make the decision. Do we want to stun it and secure this room? Or do we want to risk it and be greedy and try and kill her? Well, I think we try and kill her, honestly.
Let's be greedy. I think greedy is the way to go right here.
There we go. Eradicated.
Okay.
So what happened there? Like, you're probably thinking, well, what the hell just happened? What happened was, this is why I always recommend Cuddle Team Leader, because her passive is super strong. At the beginning of each turn, attack up to 2 enemies that currently have a cooldown of 2 or lower. So she was at 1. She went to 0, and then Cuddle Team's passive kicked in and attacked her and killed her. That's what happened. So that's why Cuddle Team.
Now, are you any risk
so
of these stun towers? Or are you going to be able to? You'll be able to get through that one right there, and then the second one.
That's no problem.
Okay.
The thing we have to decide now is who's important. Who do we want ready to go when we enter the next room? Well, we definitely want Cuddle Team. Fuma we don't really care about, so we'll take the tank, let him kill that one, and then we've even got Fuma available because she's still attacking every turn. So very good.
So we're going into the 5th room, and I caught you get up to this room, but I haven't seen you in this room at all. So I have no idea what's happening here.
I have not got to this room.
Oh,
before.
so this is
the
first time
furthest I've
ever
been.
right here. Like you don't know,
Yeah,
we
so-
don't know what the boss is. Okay, wow.
So let's have a look at these real quick. So this is brand new to me, so I don't know what we do here. Attacks target 7 times for 80%. Not too scary, but 7 times, oof. And as you can see, they're all different elements now. So, and I have no light hero. Oh, I do. I have this, don't I? I have Sarah. I keep forgetting about her. So what the idea now would be to attack with her to get mana back.
Yeah.
That's the plan. We also need to stun this entire room. So again, since they're all round here, this is a big AoE. That's going to stun pretty much everyone.
Yeah.
So we're already looking good. Well, now what you can do, another little tip for people, if you're in a fight and you're out of mana, you can pop these crystals while enemies are present and it will give you mana back.
Yeah, based on the level of threat, right? So if there's a lot, this is probably a high threat situation, so there should be some mana, right?
Yeah, so if we press this now, we'll get some mana. But since this guy's about to go, I don't want to do it.
Okay.
We're going to just attack, get some mana back because of the color match.
Mm-hmm.
The color match gives her MP back, and she needs MP. So what do we do now? Because we're waiting on Lady Sun. Unfortunately, she doesn't have MP. That's very bad. But he does. So let's see what he can do. But we should send him after nature.
Okay, we got through one of them.
So Lady Sun's available, but she's not good. She doesn't have the mana. So the question is, what do we do with her? We just do this.
Uh-oh.
Yeah, this is where it's going to get sketchy now. So I put his defense buff on. He gets 50% more.
Oh, rip pet.
Oh my god.
That's actually probably optimal, right? Oh my goodness.
That's better for me, yeah.
Yeah.
So now we can summon again. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We need more mana. So we get his other mana pet out. You see now, Lady Sun got 21 mana back there. We are in business again.
Okay.
So what we will do is, again, since this is, well, he isn't debuffed yet, so let's not do anything. I probably should stun this room.
Okay, with Cuddle. Okay.
Absolutely. We need to kill this guy if possible. So what we'll do, we'll set Fuma going again.
Okay.
He should kill this, no problem.
Oh, and he got an extra one back there.
Lifebringer I ideally don't want to use, because if I need a res, I need it immediately. Mm-hmm. So we're going to leave her just chilling. We kill this guy with Guan Yu, hopefully. Very nice.
Oh!
Now
what happened to deflect, there? Right?
No, well, it's very weird. Lady Sun, as you can see here, they've got nature terrain under them. Mm-hmm. When she uses her abilities, the nature terrain spreads. Now, unfortunately for me, as you can see, not here, sorry, the elemental wheel, nature beats water. So she just one-shot as healer through the terrain. So it really sucks that we lost her. So we're kind of screwed now, but the thing is we have damage. So let's see what we can do. If we didn't have Lady Sun, we wouldn't win. So
are you going to have enough mana for Cuddle for the next map to at least stall it long enough to hopefully get something done? You know, stall long enough to get your revive back, or maybe you won't need. Maybe you can just damage through the last stage, right? Who knows?
Well, yeah. I mean, I know who's in the last room, okay. And it's not good. It's not good. So this guy is going to die now. But the problem is, we have no heals. And we're probably going to need a res. And we have no stun. So I can pretty much safely say we die now. Okay. I know I've said that a few times, but I think we failed. Because this is the guy that I used to cheese the other levels. Yeah. You know, he is the strongest character that you can get for free. And it's not even close.
Yeah, you were
so
you went through
strong.
so many stages just bringing him as a teammate. Like you had a friend that had him, right? And you were just using him for like a bunch of stages. I saw that.
Absolutely. He carried me through the 2 stages that I really struggled with. So what this does, like the way he works is he has huge damage for a start. Like he has 51.4k. That means we are dead if he touches us, which is gonna because we can't stun him. So plus 30% intercept chance. Well, he has 40% here. So he has 70%. Also, he buffs himself when intercepting. So we can't even damage him basically if he gets a turn off, which is going to, because we
And
have
you don't have
no.
any mana on your cuddle team, so you're out of luck. It looks like you're out of luck.
Yeah, we are screwed
So
basically.
basically, you're gonna click like one
And
button,
again,
and you're gonna get wiped in 2 turns from now, right?
well, he'll
Oh,
probably just do one move and wipe the entire row. So yeah, we need to go all out and try and kill the other enemies, but I don't think it's going to do anything. The only thing we can do now, since everyone's going to attack, Guan Yu is his tank. He's going to try and protect everyone, so we buff him for 50%. He's taking 1 damage right now, but watch this. We're going to get a obliterated. Oh, he didn't kill us. How did he not kill us? He only did a
Oh!
normal attack.
Okay.
He only did a normal attack,
Oh.
so we've survived.
Oh
right
wow,
now.
you've got
So-
3, 4 turns, 5 turns to figure it out, right?
Well, what we can do, since it's dark, I don't know if we'll make it in time, but we will attack with her normally.
Okay, so maybe get some
And
mana.
she-
Oh, see, now you got some mana back. If you can get
go.
her back before, oh, I don't know, right? Now, now she has 4 and he has 4. Who goes first when that happens?
I think it'll be. I think it should be us. I'm pretty sure.
Okay,
it's us.
because then you can stun them if that's the case, right?
Yeah, that's the idea. Like, but you see, we're only hitting him for 1 now, because he did an attack and he has probably 2-3 million defense. No, mine had 2 to 3 million defense when I used him myself. But this will keep building, so it's going to be probably impossible to win. We needed to stun him, really. And I don't know if it'll wear off. We'll have to see. Nobody's going to attack right now. See, we're dealing no damage because he's buffed people. And also Mirror here, she's buffed people. Everybody's basically buffing this team. So the thing is, if we don't stun initially, it's going to be extremely difficult. Now we need to buff our team because we're going to get attacked now. So he's taking damage again. All we can do really is just check the people's defense, which she doesn't have anything special now, and she's the problem. Also, she's the problem, but I don't think she dies. But we try it. So she reflected, I think, there. She's dead.
Oh,
That's
got
very
it.
good. And we have a pet again.
Oh,
So I don't really think we have any good tier 1 pets to bring out, so we're going to hold on that. If we get a tier 2, it'll be much better. So we can stun now. So you asked, it's 0-0. Well, it's our turn. So what we'll do, instead of stunning him, we'll stun her because it'll hit everyone.
Okay, got it.
So he's back up to 4 now. Oh,
Oh
well,
my goodness.
we're dead.
Yeah, wow.
So-
Wow. And so do you have a pet that can help at all, and so that you can revive Lifebringer, or is it just pretty much done?
I think it's done. The only good pets are like charge level 2, and I have nothing that can bring anybody back. So, and he doesn't have MP, so we're still gonna try though. We ain't out of it yet.
As I
And
say,
he
this is a
intercepted them,
cliffhanger,
so-
a nail biter.
This is a nail biter, but like I said, I do not think we have it in us to win here. We don't have MP either, but if she attacks, she will get MP, so we will do that. We'll try and kill her. But it got intercepted, unfortunately. So
Okay.
Gabriel
you got your
attacked her.
2 pet. I don't know if that'll help it at all.
Yeah, we need to see. So we have a mana pet, we have a big damage pet, but he's not going to deal big damage right now, I don't think. We have a pet that will stay with us till the end, but
The pet that
guess we
stays
go
through the
for the
end will
big guy.
steal his ability too, right?
Say that again, sorry.
Oh, the pet that stays to the end. Oh, gone. Pet blown up, just like that.
Yeah,
There you go.
yeah. It's what we can
Oh,
do.
rip.
Yeah, it's a rip,
Yeah.
and he's taking damage as well.
Yeah, and there's not enough time to revive Lifebringer, so that's that. I mean, maybe.
Yeah, she dodged as well. But that's the final room, so at least
Yeah.
you guys have seen it now.
I was going to say, so this is a big to be continued, and I want to encourage everybody to head over to not only your Discord, but to your Twitch channel, and so that two things, you can see the conclusion of the very last stage, which I'm sure you're going to do here. What do you think, a couple more days or a week? You have to upgrade some stuff, right? Or is this something you just have to attempt multiple times?
It's probably multiple times. Like, I didn't do a few things right with MP management. We could have buffed and saved Lifebringer in one of the rooms before, so it wouldn't have happened. It's just getting, just practicing basically, but getting a little stronger won't help either, and that's probably what I'm going to do for a couple of days, then we'll try it again.
All right, well, I wanted to thank you for your enthusiasm in the game and sharing us that the very last stage is very, very exciting. And also, I wanted to thank Epic for sponsoring this video. And there is a link if you want to try Battlebreakers in the description and use the creator code MobileGamer. Anything you want to say before we go?
Yeah, absolutely. I would say, first of all, thank you for having me do this. I really appreciate it. Also, with the game Battlebreakers, it is very, very fun. It does a lot of things right that other games in this genre do wrong. Like, all the heroes are selectable, so you don't have to spend thousands of dollars or euros to get the characters you want. You will get everything eventually. When you do pay for packs and things like that,
permanent.
basically you're just paying to progress.
Yeah.
Essentially, it's a great game. I recommend everyone tries it. If you do have any questions, feel free to stop in to my stream, and we'll try and help you best we can. And again, thank you very much for this. Appreciate it a lot.
There you go. All right, guys. Thanks for watching, and keep on gaming.